Two guys meet the same woman. One asks a simple question like, "What do you do?" She smiles politely but forgets him instantly. The other asks just one sentence. She pauses deeply, looks away, takes a breath, and the entire air around them shifts noticeably. That's the real difference between ordinary talk and something that lingers in her mind long after you're gone. Most questions just collect basic data, but the right one creates a quiet addiction she can't quite explain. In this video, I'll gently show you how to craft questions with real gravity, pulling her closer without effort. These are questions that act like a soft mirror, reflecting her hidden self, not like a stiff interview. They open doors she didn't even know were there, inviting her to step through with you. Stay with me here, because once you grasp the shape of a question that bends time a little, she'll remember not your name from impressing her. Instead, she'll hold on to your presence, because for that moment, you made her feel most truly like herself. I know how frustrating it can be when conversations fade away, and I want to help you change that gently. So, let's dive in together. The video splits into two caring parts to make it easy for you. First, I'll share some basic rules for asking the right kind of question that touches her heart. Then, I'll give you 3 simple techniques to create questions that draw her in naturally. Remember, this isn't about tricks. It's about connecting on a deeper, more human level. First rule: please don't turn it into an interview. You know that eager attitude when meeting someone new. Questions like, "What's your name? What do you do? Where are you from? What are your hobbies?" It sounds polite on the surface, but it actually buries any real connection before it starts. She's answered those same questions 100 times this week alone. It doesn't reach her at all. She could reply with her eyes closed on complete autopilot, without feeling a thing. But the feminine mind thrives on interruption, on that gentle deviation from the expected path. You want to make her feel something real, so don't take the straight route. Swerve a little instead. Here's a soft rule that lives in her mind. Pattern recognition leads to comfort, which quickly turns to boredom. The brain predicts to save energy for survival, but for attraction, that predictability is like poison. Disrupting her routine feels like quiet magic, sparking something alive inside her. Try asking, "What's something about you that I wouldn't expect, but I'd remember tomorrow?" She can't autopilot that. She might freeze, smile, feel truly seen for a second. Her emotional brain perks up, thinking, "Wait, this is different. This is new." Whoever creates the most gentle tension owns the frame of the moment. You're not there to share facts, but to guide her into a different emotional landscape softly. If she feels like she's in a film scene with you, not just chatting, you've already won her thoughts for the night. She won't even know why she's thinking of you, but it'll linger warmly. In a work setting, like asking a colleague about their job routine versus something unexpected, like, "What hidden passion drives you here?" It breaks the pattern, creates that same spark even in professional spaces. Or on a dating app, instead of standard bio questions, ask what her profile hides that's truly intriguing. It interrupts the swipe autopilot, makes her pause and engage deeper. I remember once asking a friend that, and the conversation shifted from shallow to meaningful instantly. That's the power. It makes her feel alive in the interaction with you. The best questions aren't really questions, they're emotional portals inviting her in. Try saying, "You seem calm now, but probably a bit reckless in the past. Am I wrong?" Now she's not giving facts. She's sharing secrets or proving you wrong. Either way, you lead the story. If you're following this series on attracting women, you know this builds on those foundations gently. And now, you might wonder how to avoid interview mode and keep her off autopilot. That's where Rule 2 comes in softly. Ask what she doesn't even know she wants to say. This touches deep because we all have unarticulated parts whispering in the background. When someone brings that forward, you feel heard on your secret frequency at last. That's what you can do for her. Create that moment of recognition. Skip the "what do you do?" Try "do you ever feel like other people truly get you?" It puts her on the spot gently, makes her think beyond superficiality. It opens emotions she didn't expect, and she links you to that unveiling. Most people never know this, but the one who gives space for your quiet self becomes unforgettable. They make you feel more yourself, and that's a gift. The goal isn't to impress, but to entice her out of her public mask kindly. Ask what she loved as a kid but stopped doing, or when she feels most truly herself. Or say, "Wait, you said that quickly. Say it slower this time." That makes her replay it, anchoring the feeling in the moment with you. You lose words, but feelings stick, and she'll see you as deep without you saying much. In American culture, ask about the dream she secretly rewrites for herself. It taps into personal aspirations, making the talk feel intimate and real. I've tried this in conversations, and it always brings out stories full of emotion. It shows you care about her inner world, not just the surface. If you try this right away and comment your results below, you'll see the change yourself. Comment number 1 if you agreed to give this technique a go in your next chat. You're not collecting data, you're lighting a match to her inner life gently. Get her intrigued about herself again, and you become part of that discovery. Most are too scared to go there, but it's where real connections form. To make her love you, help her fall deeper into herself while looking into your eyes. Now, the last rule before techniques. One I've shared since starting this channel. Rule 3. Inject emotion, not just logic, into every question you ask. We're taught in school that clean logic wins, but attraction uses a different currency. Listen carefully. What she feels with you matters more than what she knows about you. Flawless logic can be forgettable without a pulse shift or emotional imprint. Logic hits the mind. Emotion touches the spirit deeply. Logic explains. Emotion defines what it all means to her. Surface question like, "What do you do?" is neutral, puts her on autopilot. Flip to, "Do you love what you do, or does it fund the life you cherish?" Now she reflects, moves from recall to real feeling inside. Go deeper. What would you do without crowds applauding, or the risk you postpone? What did 14-year-old you imagine life like now, and what's that kid still deciding? She searches. That seeking is the emotional threshold you create. Respond in pictures, not data, when she shares where she's from. Say small towns are like midnight kitchens, silence deep enough to hear the fridge hum. Was that silence something you learned or resisted in your heart? Now you're trading feelings, not just information, and it's contagious. Your tone sets her emotional weather. Speak from a real place. Don't chase smart lines. Seek actual truth that resonates. Nervous system responds before any thesis or logic does. Feed facts and she nods. Touch meaning and she recalls you at 2 a.m. in the dark. When the brain reruns what's truly important, you'll be there. Ask to evoke feelings without words, and she'll remember you effortlessly. In everyday life, like recalling a job that pays but doesn't light you up inside. It brings out vulnerability, building trust through shared emotion. I've felt that shift myself, and it changes how connections form. Now you've grasped these principles of addictive questions with me. These rules are ones to memorize and hold for life. They'll serve you well. Now, 3 techniques that, mastered, become a gentle weapon for connection. Use them, and people will like you, whether woman or man. It's universal. First technique, use implied premises, framing you as the one who truly gets it. Not flexing smarts, but subtle framing that hits her subconscious softly. It's about what your words assume, not what you directly say. Most guys try to prove understanding. Their questions feel like tests seeking acceptance. Like, "Wow, you're into crystals. Tell me more." It signals I don't get your world. That's weak. Too needy, from the outside looking in. Flip it. Imply you already understand. Like you've seen her movie before. Act like you get her better than she does. She'll engage to prove it. Instead of, "Are you introvert or extrovert?" say you seem to need people in specific doses. Too much drains you, even if no one notices that about you. Pause. Watch her blink. You voiced a truth she hasn't said aloud. You asserted a hidden layer without seeking validation first. Why does it work? People crave recognition over mere validation. Validation feels good. Recognition makes her feel deeply seen. Most women crave that throughout their lives. It's rare. Speak implied truths, confident observations, and trust builds fast. She chases your perspective, decoding how you see her story. Don't describe yourself. Describe her to feel exposed but safe, seen, not judged. Do it right. She can't shake the feeling that you truly get it. On dating apps, say you seem to swipe for specific energies that recharge you. It frames you as insightful, drawing her in from the start. I've used this, and it turns chats into meaningful exchanges quickly. It shows care for her inner layers, building genuine bonds. Second technique, create micro-loops that pull her investment gently. Like invisible fishing lines, she bites and pulls herself closer unknowingly. She'll think she's choosing to chase. That's the beautiful part. Brain-wired to complete things, like cliffhangers in shows or unfinished thoughts. Open a loop without closing it. Plant an itch she must scratch. Once she invests to close it, she's hooked on the interaction. Say wait. You act chill, but secretly overanalyze before answering. Am I wrong? Hinted at a pattern. Now she explains or proves you wrong. Rule that feels powerful. Explaining herself makes her feel seen. Proving you wrong hooks her deeper into the moment. Offer a mirror with a crack. She can't look away from it. She wants to fix, explain, clarify, invest in the talk. Another? There's something you're not telling yet. I feel it. Holding back the fun part. Pause. Create space. A tiny playful imbalance she fills. Brain seeks dopamine from closing the loop. It's human nature. Most guys give or ask too much, but tension is the secret. Every loop makes her work a bit, reframing the experience. I must like this guy since I'm investing here. People like you because they've invested, not the other way. Speak in unfinished thoughts, half observations, with quiet confidence. The less you force, the more she leans in naturally. In meetings, say something you're holding back in this discussion. I sense it. It pulls investment, making group talks more engaging. I've seen it turn routine conversations into memorable ones. Now the third technique. Make it feel like a shared movie, not an interview. Like you both snuck into a secret world together, side by side. She stops analyzing, starts experiencing the moment with you. Co-authoring lights up her emotional brain, where desire lives. People fall for how they feel in your story, not your resume. Instead of what do you do for fun, say if we were in a movie and you disappeared. What weird twist would the audience discover about your secret life? She's imagining a plot, playing along, experiencing with you. Shared imagination becomes shared reality in her mind. It creates false nostalgia, like something real happened between you. Later, she'll feel like she knows and misses you, even if not. Build moments, paint word scenes, add mystery and playfulness. Give her the co-star role, not contestant, for a sequel vibe. In an American rom-com setting, ask about her secret plot twist. It taps cultural fun, making the talk light yet deep. I've shared stories like this, and it always strengthens connections. When she feels part of your story, she fights to keep you in it. Thank you for staying with me. This is The Dark Needle. See you next time, and remember to subscribe for more gentle insights. Comment your favorite technique below.